What's up, Initial Point students? I'm so glad it's almost the first day of school, or it is the first day of school. I'm shooting this a couple days before. Anyway, we're glad you're here. We're glad you're coming. We are so stoked to see you. And I want to share with you kind of something we've talked about as a staff, and your advisors will talk about this here in a few minutes in class, but together this year is like being together is great, and our theme for the year that I really want us to kind of try to unite around is that the idea of pulling together, and that pulling together, that phrase, that term pulling together, it actually has two meanings. If you think about the idea of if you pull on something together like a rope, you're going to be able to pull something much heavier if you do it together than if you're just doing it by yourself. And also the idea of let's pull together as a group, let's huddle up together. And the phrase that really kind of goes along with that is when you pull together, it pulls you together. And so this year, I just want us to pull together as a school. We're going to do some things that are going to be really weird. They're really different, things that we've never done before, we've asked you to do before, like wearing a mask all day and some of that kind of stuff. So if you would just join me this year, and our teachers and our staff, and really our school district and our communities around the idea of pulling together as a group to be together. So with that in mind, I want to talk to you about a couple of things that we just need to discuss concerning COVID and how to keep each other safe and healthy. And really at the end of the day, all this stuff, I know it's not fun. I don't like it. Nobody likes it, but we need to do it. And in order to be able to stay together in school together, we are going to have to do these things so that we don't have to end up all digital or something like that, like we did last spring. So let's pull together. Let's pull together as a group. Let's pull together as a community. Let's pull together as Initial Point, and just do everything we can to stay together, to stay in person, to be able to come to school and enjoy being around each other. So let's take a second. Let's go inside. I'm going to talk to you about some of those cool things and those interesting things, those new things that we have to do as a staff, as a school, as a community. Let's go inside. All right, we're back. We're inside. Here we are. Crazy different stuff. You can see the tape in the hallways, arrows. We got to observe the directional flow if you can. And a couple of things I got to point out. Face masks are required. No one is allowed in the building without a face mask right now. And so I just want to make sure that you guys know you got to wear your face mask during the day, when you're in class, when you're in the hallway. Teachers will do their very best to try to find time during class periods to take a face mask break. Maybe you'll go outside as a class. Maybe they'll let you step out of the hall for a couple minutes and just take your mask off and take a breath when nobody else is out here. They'll work with you. We'll try to find solutions to give people a break from having to wear their mask all day, 24/7, whatever. So I just want to remind you though, face masks, they got to be worn, and they have to be worn properly. So you can't you can't have your nose sticking out and all that kind of stuff. You gotta keep it above your nose and above your mouth, and just be aware of that, please. Teachers will have hopefully space for you guys to be able to kind of take a breath with your mask off. You'll be able to have your water bottle in the classroom. If you take a drink or something, you can take your mask off, take a quick drink, put it back on. But at the end of the day, this is really one of those things like, if we do this together, if we all work together, we get to stay here together. And if we don't, we're going to end up being in a fully digital situation again. So please help us. We're here to work with you. We're here to help you out. If you're having a struggle, let me know. I'll see what I can do to help you. Also, just make sure you're washing your hands. There's hand sanitizer in every classroom that you can use. You can wipe stuff down, make sure it's clean. Don't share drinks, don't sit on each other's laps, all that kind of stuff. Just be aware of that. And then, of course, that you've heard that phrase that everybody's heard a lot recently is social distancing. Please make sure you're maintaining social distancing as best you can. And then I think really the details of all of this and how we're going to handle different times, like at lunch and breakfast and all that kind of stuff. The next few slides on this presentation will cover some of those things. So please pay attention, please ask questions, And really, like everything else, we want your feedback. If you have ideas as a student of ways we can do these things better, more safely, please come talk to me. I'm totally willing to hear your suggestions, and you know, we'll modify and adjust as we go. So we're just glad you're here. We're glad we get to be together, and I'm just grateful for you guys as students and for our staff here at Initial Point. So it's going to be a great year. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Not really, just enjoy your teachers kind of talking through some of this stuff with you, and really at the end of the day, just remember, like, let's pull together, because pulling together pulls us together. So I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you around.